In the dark, dark tomb there was a dark, dark street, and in the dark, dark street there was a dark, dark office. In the dark, dark office there were some dark, dark stairs, and down the dark, dark stairs there was a dark, dark room, and in the dark, dark room was where the worst wrestling tropes go to die.
Hello, I'm Ross Tweddell from Cultaholic.com, and welcome to the latest episode of Straight to Hell, the show where my illustrious guest offers up a list of pet peeves in the world of professional wrestling. My mouth is full of saliva because I've had 2 beers and I'm like Pavlov's dog. Now I get to decide which one of them goes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Straight to Hell. Joining me this week, I don't know how we're doing this anymore, is Larson from Steve and Larson Going in Raw. We learned last time, that Steve has ties to Britain. Do you?
No.
There we go then. Where do we go from here? Should we discuss the panel we did earlier?
Yeah, let's talk about that, where I beat Steve. That was great.
3-1, was it?
Uh-huh.
Comprehensive victory?
It seemed fairly conclusive, yeah.
So we did 3 rounds, didn't we? The first one was... I've forgotten again. Jesus Christ.
I forgot too. Let me pull up my
what
notes.
Was it?
I've had a couple of the... Oh, yeah. It was...
What?
Move? Move, yeah.
Move, yes.
You said Rainmaker, folly on Steve's part. Anything associated with Okada is great. I said the reverse powerbomb was a terrible move.
Because of Big Show.
Yeah.
He did the showstopper and then he changed it to a worse move.
Yeah.
Fair pick. What was the second round?
He beat me on that. That was match. I just said squash matches, so I'm not a fan.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from, though.
Nah. Not my strongest argument, but whatever.
And then the third round was Wrestler.
Yeah, Sid.
And that didn't understand. His was bad. Steve's was bad.
Yeah.
But
mine wasn't great either.
Sid,
but it was less bad than Steve.
Sid is the master and the rule of the world. Fist bump master.
That's what he says.
He was, though. Super Bowl 2000, my first VHS.
Awesome. He was pretty awesome.
Promos were great as well.
Yeah, wrestling not so good though. Not good at all.
And then what did we do the final one?
Oh,
Angle.
Yeah. I said heel Michael Cole was a worse angle than.
And that brought the house down. The roof fell off and everything.
I just said heel Michael Cole and didn't say anything else, and I won.
Yeah, that was comprehensive.
Seemed like I felt like if I'd say anything else, I would have submarined any chance I had of winning, so I just stopped.
Fair enough. So, of course, with that out the way, we're here to do an individual Straight to Hell. I'm looking at the wrong camera. It's that one there. I've had 2 beers. Larson, we'll pick 5 things. We'll have a bit of back and forth. I should not have had 2 beers before doing. I swear I've got sunstroke as well. We walked, right, from the hotel up this straight road, right, and there was just sun beating down on my white pasty skin for about 25 minutes. Oh, we did do that as well. We saw I was emotional. I didn't realise it was coming up, and I was just like, there's the lamppost.
I didn't know it was. They have a little memorial for it?
Yeah, it's a lamppost, yeah.
Oh, man,
but 25 minutes in the sun here in Vegas, and I'm loopy.
It's not even summer.
Loopy.
It's not even summer.
I wouldn't want to be here in the summer, that's for sure.
Let me ask you something. Have you still been catching guff in the comments about letting everybody go 5 for 5?
A bit, here and there. But it's my argument is, if somebody makes 5 compelling arguments, what can I do?
I'll be lucky.
Are you going to make a bad one for the
I don't think it's a bad one. It's a controversial one.
Ooh, kinky. So, Larson, Sam's just laughing behind the camera. Larson, we'll suggest 5 things to go to hell. We'll have a bit of back and forth. Then I'll decide because I'm a gatekeeper for some reason. Let's start. So let's get going then, Larson. Your first offering to go straight to hell, please.
So, you have a crazy move, like maybe a top rope Frankensteiner type deal to the outside of the ring. And the guy who took the move is selling like crazy. You get the impression that he's in some serious amount of pain. He's really communicating that to you, watching on the camera, and then he reaches down. You think, oh, he's got a leg injury, and he adjusts his knee pad. I can't stand that. I cannot stand when a wrestler is selling a move, a high impact move, and he reaches down, or she, and adjusts their gear.
You never worn a sock?
Yeah, but when I get dropped in my head, I'm not worried about where my socks at.
If you get a hair caught in a sock or something, though.
Oh, no way. When I get dropped in my head, I'm not worried about my hair. I'm not worried about this or this.
I'd rather take a Frankenstein.
I'm worried about head trauma, concussion, CTE, that's serious stuff. I want that communicated to me as a viewer of the product. I just touched the mic. Sorry, microphone. I don't want to be taken out of the match because, and I understand it's probably like an unconscious thing where like, they need their stuff, because like I'm a huge baseball fan, and you have baseball players who go, before they even step in the batter's box, they got to do this, adjust their gloves, make sure they just don't button their cleats, and they take a pitch. They didn't do anything. They step out the batter's box, and they got to go through their routine every time. So make sure they can concentrate on what's coming. And I get that. There's unconscious aspects to being an athlete. That being said, it's a storytelling medium. And like, I'm like cool with like no kayfabe. Kayfabe is not a huge deal for me. Like if you want to break kayfabe, cool, whatever. But if you're trying to communicate a story told in a self-contained world, and you take me out of that world because at the moment, whether consciously or not, you're more worried about where your knee pad is in relation to everything else, it takes me out of it, even if it's just for a moment. And it's such a minor thing, it shouldn't bother me, but it's so dumb.
So who's a serial offender?
Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
she
that's a poor choice. I don't know why she doesn't change it.
Well, she did. She had that Sonya Blade gear that one time.
Oh,
it
yeah.
really cool. And then she fixed it. She had pants for the last half of her run. But when she had like the MMA shorts, yeah, she was constantly.
Oh, it's just annoying, that wasn't it?
Yeah, just.
But who knee pads though? Who fancies that?
Like everybody does it.
Do they?
Yeah,
I've never noticed that before.
Oh man,
I want you to ruin one superstar for me. Like who don't watch now that I don't mind?
Watch the Adam Cole Johnny Gargano match. I think Adam Cole does it at least 3 times.
It's hot to look at his knee pads when he's in the ring.
Oh,
gorgeous man.
Oh, he's amazing. I love Adam Cole. I love Adam Cole. Immaculate head of hair, great beard. Just the visage is like movie star look.
Crap knee pads though.
Yeah, maybe he's invest in better knee pads.
Yeah.
Ones that actually stay in place.
You think you would?
I don't know.
Now, I'm going to start off by saying no.
Good.
I've gone for it. I'm going big. Was that the controversial one?
No, not even close.
No. So we might be getting 2 not going to hell. I don't know when the last time that happened.
I thought that might pass because I don't know.
I don't know. I just never noticed it before. So
now you're going to. That's the thing.
I know you're going to ruin so many people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ross. I say it all the time on our show. I'm like, gosh, it really bugs me when they're trying to sell like a brain buster and they got dropped in their head. Oh man. This knee pad is just a 1/4 inch out of place.
Oh, but if you get a haircut in there, I imagine it'd be agony.
It could be. That could be.
I feel like I'm like overselling this to you a bit. I get hairs caught in socks quite frequently. Do you? You know, you get a hair caught in a sock, you just have to go, ooh!
Like
get it? Leg hair, yeah.
What?
And you get caught in a sock.
But does it ever happen when you get dropped on your head?
I don't know. I've never been dropped on my head.
Okay.
I only dish out the pain. I don't receive it, you know.
I saw that today firsthand.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, sorry, Sam.
So people who didn't see our panel, we had to chop Sam because he lost the thing we did with the drones and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was because I felt bad because the people watching wanted to see blood, and you waltzed up there and gave it a little high five.
The Okada thing where I teased a shot and then patted him on the chest.
I believe Steve did something similar, so I thought I've got to give these people the money.
He did the Orange Cassidy thing.
Yeah, got to
like
give them the
if it was
money's
Steve
worth.
up there about to get a chop, I would. Oh man, it'd have been like almost on somebody.
So I went full Volta, as Matthew of Botchamania would say. Went full water on him.
That's good. That's good. Someone had to do it.
Sorry, Sam. So Cal Surprise was 0 for 1.
Hold on, where's the button?
It couldn't make the flight. We were deciding whether to bring it or not.
We got to the office at 3 a.m. and we packed all the bags, and then we looked into the studio, and there it was on top of the bookshelf.
And it's just so
And
long.
just went, nah.
Yeah, we need to think of something. Do you want to think? I've done 2 straight to hells today, and we haven't done it. Just haven't. Do you want
You
to?
make a noise, maybe.
Is there something that could be a button substitute? Because I don't feel like it's a real episode without the button.
Oh, we need the button.
We need a button.
We need a button.
Didn't have a button for my episode.
The Pringles can.
There you go, Pringles.
Interestingly,
And
right?
I gotta say, I appreciate you come here and you get the Coors Light, you get the Pringles.
Do you want a Pringle? Help yourself. Interestingly, though, Ranch Pringles are just sour cream and chive with a different sticker on.
They are.
They are.
They are.
Bastards. They had me. I was thinking, oh, what will this taste like? Yeah, I ate one. Just
No.
Look what I had back home.
It's the same
They
thing.
can
just
go
a
to
label.
hell. Put Pringles in hell.
Julius Pringle, you go to hell.
But we're 0 for 1. You cannot touch that dish just yet. I've had a beer. So Larson, I don't know what to do with myself. We're 0 for 1. Where do we go from here?
Unfortunately, Steve kind of took my next thing. WWE presentation needs a complete overhaul. Their presentation right now can go straight to hell. He touched on that with the backstage interview bits. Or sorry, not even that, where the camera set up, 2 people are talking. It's completely unnatural. You mentioned, I'm happy, TNA. The fly on the wall stuff they did.
Worked.
Like, I'd never really watched TNA during their heyday, if they had one. But I remember that. I remember the fly on the wall stuff. Like kind of like verite, real documentary style stuff. And I thought it was brilliant. It was like the best thing they ever added to wrestling, period. But even beyond that, you see so many indie promotions nowadays where it's got a very distinctive feel to the show, where sometimes they'll shoot stuff with even DSLRs like we got here, or just some cameras that have a bit more of a cinematic presentation. And like WWE, they have all the money in the world. And their show, apart from upgrading to standard definition to HD, looks and feels roughly the same as it did 20 years ago. And they need to get with the times. Honestly. They need to upgrade their presentation. I remember when Wade Keller had that mysterious caller who was allegedly friends with a WWE writer named Scott. And them saying that there has been talks backstage about changing the presentation for the shows, having Raw and SmackDown having very distinct looks. And that's something that needs to happen because the presentation of WWE right now is so stale, it's so boring, it doesn't feel like a living, breathing, organic entity like it did in the Attitude Era, where you felt like anything at any time could happen. There was so much spontaneity going on, both in the ring, backstage, everywhere, and that's completely absent now.
So what are you getting at here specifically? I want specifics.
Specifics. I want cinematic presentation. Somewhere between TNA circa, I don't know, 2013 when Hogan and Bischoff were there, sinking the ship, but they got the backstage stuff perfect. And then you got the kind of cinematic presentation a little bit, but not too crazy like Lucha Underground, plus like Beyond Wrestling, who shoots all their stuff with DSLRs. And I do like the third hour Raw, how they did this week, where they brought down the house lights. It felt more like a house show. I thought that was really cool. It brought kind of like a more grungy feel to it.
I hope the 24/7 championship thing, that can only be contested on Raw in the third hour.
Yeah.
That sort of doesn't make it the 24/7 championship.
No, it makes it the third hour championship.
Yeah, I don't understand that bit.
Makes it the 22/7 championship.
The 22/7 championship.
There you go.
2 hours of the week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I like how they brought the house lights down.
I like the change.
Yeah.
It's like the Warzone.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're saying the right up here. We were like, why don't they just change the third hour to Raw to the Warzone? Give it its own unique
Probably because the word war.
No, I know. Raw Zone, whatever it is, you know? Just give it its own unique feel, and then if it really takes off, people like it, then do the whole show like that. Just something different, because it feels so stale.
I mean, just the broad term of production in WWE, that is going to hell, because so much of it, I don't know where we start, needs changing. A good place to start is the camera zooming.
It's across the board,
You know, the zooming where the punches,
yeah.
you get seasick.
You know what really bothered me? I don't know if this bothered anybody else, but when SmackDown, when they had the brand split, remember SmackDown had that crane? And it made the feel so tiny?
Yeah.
Gosh, that bothered me.
It bothered everybody, that's why they stopped.
I know, that stopped it, thankfully. It made, like they had these huge venues that seat like 15,000 people, the same places they have Raws at. And Raw feels, to its credit, I guess, somewhat expansive. You get the idea that they're in a large venue, a large arena that fits a lot of people. But then on SmackDown, it felt like every show was basically at like a VFW hall, you know? But they didn't photograph it like it should be at a VFW hall.
Yeah.
It just, they're like, okay, we're in this place, and here we'll use this crane with the lens that makes the whole venue seem small. It didn't work.
I mean, we need a full day to just list off all the issues
that could be
with production
an
WWE.
entire top 5
It could
thing.
be, so it's going to hell. There's no...
Cool, I'm on the board.
I've hit the Pringles Ranch thing. It's gone to hell. Do we react? Do we go, we're going to hell? What the neighbours will be thinking now, who knows? That's their problem, though.
Exactly.
That's gone to hell. So we are 1 for 2, 50% so far. Let's make it 2 for 3.
All right.
Whatever percent that is. I can't do the maths. What is the maths? What percent is that? 2 out of 3? 66 and a 6.
666% fitting for this program.
Yes.
Next thing needs to go straight to hell is the Undertaker's career after WrestleMania 28.
Now, we were saying this earlier with, on the last episode of Straight to Hell with Steve.
We kind of share a brain in case we haven't gathered that
Are you
quite
the
yet.
same person? Just split in half?
Maybe.
Who knows?
It could be beings from different universes, but the same being.
This is exactly the same, and the other half is
Completely diametrically opposed,
You're
yes.
wearing Finn Balor shirts today.
Yeah.
Oh. A suplex Finn Balor shirt.
Yeah. Prince is
That
dead.
must be rare, that.
It's expensive. I'll tell you
Collector's item,
that.
yeah. Anyway, we were talking about before the Undertaker's quote from about 2002.
I'm happy you brought that
where he
up.
wanted to be, the kid in the crowd, and the father says to the kid, "Son, I used to watch that man wrestle when he was good."
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, Undertaker's not good anymore.
Yeah.
The finality, it's an end of an era. But they never really defined what that era was.
It was the Attitude Era that they then brought back. Several references since.
Oh, ad
dozens
nauseam.
of references.
Yeah. But it was such a perfect ending for everybody involved in that match, specifically The Undertaker. And then if that's his last ride, if he goes off to the sunset after that match, his streak's unbroken. He retires undefeated at WrestleMania. And while the moment of Brock beating him at WrestleMania 30 was pretty darn shocking, here's the thing. And I don't know if there's any evidence to back this up, and I don't know if maybe even Vince had that in mind, this in mind. So I've always speculated that Vince wanted Brock to beat Undertaker, so whoever beat Brock effectively got Undertaker's streak. And by WrestleMania 31, that man was to be Roman Reigns. However, as we saw at WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns didn't defeat Brock Lesnar. Seth cashed in, and it wasn't until SummerSlam last year where Roman finally pinned Brock Lesnar. The problem is, between WrestleMania 31 and that, we had someone absolutely destroy Brock Lesnar, and that was Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
So pretty much Bill Goldberg has the Undertaker streak, which maybe they'll bring that into play for this Super Showdown match.
I hope they don't.
They won't.
They'll bamboozle everybody.
Well, they bamboozle everything. They mess everything up. Anyways.
I'm trying to make a case for the defense for Undertaker's run since WrestleMania 28.
I mean,
there's one match, isn't there? The Hell in a Cell. That was good.
Yeah, that was
the peel back the ring.
That was good. That was good. That was the one.
That was the only match.
Think of
how many matches he had since WrestleMania 28? Must be about 20.
He had the what?
CM Punk.
Oh, the CM Punk match was alright.
Oh yeah, that was good as well. There's two. Sam, you're the Undertaker's biggest fan.
What are we talking about? Best Undertaker matches?
No, just since WrestleMania. Any good ones?
Any good ones?
Yeah.
Every single match.
Oh. How can you say such a thing?
The Punk match was good, and the Hell in a Cell match was good. But I mean, if you end Undertaker's career at WrestleMania 28,
it has damaged him so much these last.
I think
years.
the damage that's been done is far worse than the good matches that
you got to question what he's living his life like to need this money that he's getting.
I don't think he needs any money.
He's been out there on crutches and stuff. And
yeah,
it's pretty.
He's got a bad hip and all.
It's horrible to watch, isn't it?
It is. It's painful to watch now.
Yeah.
And you see a guy who had such a legendary career, and now it just seems like he'll wrestle twice a year just because
the mystique's been lost big time.
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely. And if
especially after he got Instagram.
Yeah, and Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, and now that he looks like the child catcher off Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You see when he came back with that bloody haircut and he has the nose and everything now? It's unbelievable. But yeah, looking back, maybe even the Punk match could have still happened. It would have been fine just to give it up then.
Yeah.
But certainly the damage has been done and it can't be reversed.
It cannot.
And it's only going to get worse. In Jeddah, which is in Saudi Arabia, by the way.
Yeah, they failed to mention that part, don't they?
60-minute time limit draw against Bill Goldberg. Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to hell, Undertaker's career. Career since WrestleMania 28 is going to hell. The rest of it before that can go to heaven, elevate, go, fly away with the Eagles.
Legend, absolute legend.
So we're 2 for 3. Your fourth offering, please. I've said that slowly because I'm not sure if it is the fourth
Do I have
one.
limitations in the language I can use? Can I reference the male genitalia with the word that starts with D?
You can say, you can
all
say
right,
dongle all you want.
WWE needs to stop being dicks with their talent. So we hear about Luke Harper. He's like, hey, you're not doing anything with me. Can I just like peace out and get out of here and like actually make something in my career? And now they say, no, we're going to add 6 months to your contract.
Yeah, but he was injured. They're making up for lost time.
Here's the thing. This is the story as I understand it. So Rowan like tore his bicep or something like that.
The SmackDown after SummerSlam last year.
He was injured. And my understanding is that Luke Harper had some sort of nagging wrist injury or something like that.
Yeah.
And he thought, okay, my tag team partner, who I'm assuming is going to be my tag team partner for the immediate future, once he returns from injury, is injured. I will take this opportunity to get surgery on my injury so that when my tag team partner returns, I will be 100% and we can go out and bludgeon everybody as Bludgeon Brothers. And then instead, they don't do anything with Luke Harper. They bring Rowan back. They put him with Daniel Bryan, which is great because Daniel Bryan's the absolute best. And then they don't do anything with Luke Harper. He has one match at Access against Dijakovic, which he does everything to get eyeballs in front of. He's on Twitter. He's like, basically telling everybody, watch this match, please. I'm going to show the world what I can do. And honestly, I haven't watched it yet, but it hurts really good.
I saw the video of the bloody Michinoku driver off the apron.
Yeah,
Good God.
Yeah.
We
Luke
should
Harper
watch that
does
match,
it.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, maybe after this we'll put it on. And then he has that match, and everything I hear about it is great. And then they don't have anything for him. And my understanding is that the whole time he was out, he was pitching ideas.
Yeah.
He was like, I want to do something. I believe in my talents. I want to showcase my talents. And then you hear stuff, well, Vince doesn't understand. He doesn't get Luke Harper. Luke Harper can't do a Southern accent. And that offends Vince's sensibilities because he wants Luke Harper to have a Southern accent for some goddamn reason. And it's like, well, is Luke Harper's from like Rochester, New York? Why do you expect him to be able to do a Southern accent?
Because he wears dirty shirts.
I'm sure that's what he was told to do. You know, it's mind-boggling how WWE can have so many wrestlers under contract, can't fathom any ways how to best utilize their talents. And when these talents say, "Hey, maybe like I can do something else. I'll pitch ideas for me to do," and they're like, "No, we're not going to do that. We'll come with something with you. In the meantime, just stay home and not do anything."
Yeah.
And like, you know, me being kind of lazy, if I had the prospect of sitting at home and collecting, you know, $500,000, cool, that sounds great to me.
Yeah.
But I understand if someone who is immensely talented, believes in their talents, and believes that they can do something in the world of professional wrestling, just given an opportunity to showcase their talents. And then you have this company who doesn't seem to necessarily comprehend the immensely talented individuals they have under their employ. And then when they say, okay, I've had enough, let me do something else. And they say, I understand if you're in a contract, you signed the contract, you got to serve out the duration of your contract. I get that. But at the same time, when you're hurt in the service of this company, I'm like, no, we're going to add some time to this.
Yeah.
And it's like, in the instance of Luke Harper, it seems obvious from everything we heard, Vince has no interest in doing anything interesting with him, period. The only reason he's keeping him in WWE is so he can't work anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's bad enough that he's saying, all right, no, I'm not going to release you. And then to say, no, I'm adding 6 months on your deal because you had this injury, it's BS.
So with the Luke Harper thing, there's only one way to feel. You feel sorry for the bloke. If you don't, you're a giant arsehole. So go away. But with Sasha Banks, where do you stand on her? Why do you stand on her? Where do you stand on that subject?
I feel like...
Don't stand on Sasha Banks.
No, I'm not going to stand. I'm not going to stand on anybody. That just seems rude. I think she's gotten a lot of...
I'm conflicted personally. I can understand her wanting more and wanting to trailblaze and do all that good stuff. But then Brock Lesnar probably didn't wake up on WrestleMania 31 morning and know he was going to get cashed in on.
Well, I think the thing with Sasha, from what I understand, is not so much that she doesn't feel like she's been giving adequate opportunity, because she has. I feel like the situation, because she mentioned this on Sam Roberts' show, I think, where in NXT, everybody there has an idea of where they're going. And the main roster, that is not the case. And if you going into WrestleMania this year, if you're giving every assurance that you're going to have a significant reign with those tag team titles, and you walk into the stadium that day and they say, you're dropping the belt, but also we're breaking up your tag team, and that's just the 10th time that's happened, I can completely understand her frustration. Because it seems like every indication was not only her, but Baylor can get significant singles pushes after they broke up the tag team. So if she was just upset that they were dropping the titles, and that was it, well, if you're going to get a significant singles push, potentially championship, you would think that would offset the fact that you're dropping these tag titles. But it's a situation where time and time again, you're told one thing and something else happens. I mean, Seth Rollins said in reference to Dean Ambrose leaving that he understands because it can be a frustrating place to work because it's completely bereft of creative vision.
Yeah.
And if whatever your personality is, you need some continuity, you need an idea, you need to know where your character is going and some assurances that what your bosses are saying is going to come to fruition. And when that doesn't happen time and time again, I completely understand and be like, all right, to hell with this. To hell with this. I don't care if it means I'm giving up money, opportunity, championships, fame. At a certain point, I guess the frustration just wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah. I guess we've got to thank AEW for all this, don't
Totally,
we? Really?
100%.
Because it's been just so long and so they've had just the monopoly on everything for so long.
Mm-hmm.
These people have come along, and in the grand scheme of things, AEW is not a challenger to WWE.
Mm-mm.
But in the sort of smaller sort of, talent going there and doing things when they could be doing it at WWE, it's definitely a threat.
Totally.
And it's sent them for a loop, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely.
You just look at all the revival. It's that thing they put out on WWE.com, I think it was. Could this be the first embarrassment of many for the revival?
I know.
Just so bloody petty.
I know, because they wouldn't resign.
Yeah, wouldn't get $500,000 just to sit at home and do nothing. Rhino got offered that? He got offered double his downside to sit at home and do nothing?
JR said that someone re-signed for $500,000 and with like no insurances they'd ever be on TV.
I mean, I would do that.
Yeah, I probably
People
would.
are just wired differently, though, aren't they?
Yeah, some people are really ambitious, and there's nothing wrong
Are you
with
just
that.
not motivated at all in life? Because I'm not.
Not terribly, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting here with Pringles and Coors, and I'm pretty content, I'll be honest with you.
So, man, it's a lovely place to be. Imagine being motivated in life and just saying no to $500,000 to sit at home.
Because
I'd
you
love
think you could do more on
$500,000
your
to
own.
sit at home.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah. But yeah, treatment of talent, especially the ones we mentioned, is going to hell. Ah! Hell's a scary place,
It
Larson.
really is.
I like Ross's better.
So here we are, on the home stretch. Your fifth offering, please. Is this a controversial one?
Yeah.
Oh, braced. I'm ready for it.
So, you know, I'm wearing a Prince Devitt shirt here.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like Too Sweet should go to hell. Here's the thing, I don't Too Sweet.
You're turning heel on everybody here.
No, this is consistent with my character. This is I don't Too Sweet. Steve
Your
can vouch.
character.
Well, me, like the character, me as a person. Sorry, Steve can vouch for this. I don't Too Sweet. Here's the thing: the NWO, they were cool, I guess. They were to a point until
I guess.
to a point. Then everybody joined.
They
and then it wasn't
ruined heels
cool.
for everybody. They turned heels cool. There was never a cool heel before the NWO. Was there?
Macho Man was pretty cool as a heel.
Yeah, I guess he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was really cool.
He was. Would you go out in public in his clothes?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
The only thing that doesn't make Macho Man cool is how he treated his wife. That was not.
Oh, that wasn't cool.
That was not cool.
Yeah.
But the robes and all the sequence and that was.
Would you go bopping down Pop World on a Saturday night? You never heard of Pop World? Oh, good lord, it's a place. It's a mecca. The one in Newcastle, where our hometown, Cultaholic's hometown, just been redone out. It's been new paint on the walls and everything. It's a delightful place.
I'm not
to
aware
be.
of this.
Google
Wonderland.
Pop World, everybody, and go to your local
I will.
one.
Once we're done with this, after we watch the Luke Harper Dijakovic match, I'll Google that.
Let's watch it in Pop World. Get and put it on the big screen.
Yeah, let's
It'd be
do that.
fantastic. We'll have a dance on the pole. There's a
Let's
pole in
bring
there.
universes together.
We'll do a Mitch Nuke drive around the pole. It'll
There
be
we
amazing.
go. There we go.
What were we talking about?
Too Sweets. I
Too
can't
Sweets, of
stand
course.
it. So NWO was cool, I guess, to a point. Or at a point, they stopped being cool when there was too many people on the finger poke of doom. That was garbage. And, you know, the Too Sweet then was cool because it you know, when the Click, I guess, was doing it backstage, it was cool. And then when the NWO fell out of favor and stopped being cool, namely when Jeff Jarrett joined, then NWO stopped being cool, and I felt like the Too Sweet, no one really concerned themselves with for forever. Until this guy started doing it again with Bullet Club. The Bullet Club was overtly referencing the NWO.
Yeah.
And almost in like a meta sense. And it brought the Too Sweet back to being pretty cool. But now, I don't know, it felt like it's overstayed its welcome. I say all the time that nostalgia is a hell of a drug. And while it was cool when the Bullet Club brought it back, now I just kind of feel like, even Finn Balor when he does it, he's got that weird fake smile on his face.
It's the best fake smile in the world, though.
It is. I feel like there's
He
still...
contorts his face in some ungodly angles.
I still want to say there's something going on behind that smile. But as we see with Bob Roode, there's cases where they're told just to smile and there's nothing else going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like in WWE now, it's like WWE tells New Japan Bullet Club guys they can't do it. There's that cease and desist thing. And just litigation makes they gotta do the upside down thing, and like litigation makes things inherently not cool. And like in WWE when AJ does it, it feels like an obligation.
There was that one him and Balor did after the match. Was it TLC?
Yeah.
Where the crowd were going wild, go on lads, do it. And they were just like, oh, like two like nervous kids necking on each other.
Exactly. They were at Lover's Lane.
Yeah.
Got in trouble for that, though, right?
Did they?
I'm sure it was like reported Vince was a bit like.
Yeah,
It was showcased on the cameras and whatnot.
Yeah.
They made a big deal of it, yeah.
Yeah, it was a huge
I read
thing.
Somewhere it was like a.
I think you're right.
So we're here in Vegas. We've been to a convention today.
Yeah.
And yesterday maybe. How many times have you been asked to do it by
Lots.
people?
People know who watch our show that I don't Too Sweet, so they try to mess with me and they'll throw it up, and I'll just politely say no, thank you.
I'm uneasy when I do it. When people say, "I'll go have a picture," I like the gesture, and like, but to stand there and go like, "Hi guys."
Yeah.
Oh, wrestler me.
Yeah, look at me, cool. I'm in the club, me.
Just like.
Yeah, I'll do a fist bump to the Too Sweet sometimes, you know, something like that.
So is it everything to do with the Too Sweet? Is it the chants, the whoop whoops, and all that malarkey?
That chant can eat a dick. It's only applicable in Marty Scurll matches, and they do it everywhere. Wrestling fans do it everywhere.
Yeah, they do it everywhere now.
But we're wrestling fans, so we like making noises.
But you can't do it during like a Tyler Breeze match.
Yes, you can. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, I agree with Sam. You can't do that. Well, here's like we went to a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla show years back. It was what, February 2016, something like that. And that was the first time
to you.
he's on the phone. This is commonplace where he's on his phone, not paying attention to a word I'm saying. I'm not going to repeat myself. And so that was the first time I've ever been to a show where they caught the pitfall 1, 2, and the crowd would go sweet. First time we ever heard it. And so we went to a show the following WrestleMania weekend for a promotion that we won't name.
Name redacted.
Name redacted.
He was there.
Yeah, you were there.
It was when you won a championship.
Against Joey Ryan.
Joey Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there.
Yes, he did.
I did comment
He
with
did.
Jim Cornette.
Yes.
Wait, you guys went to that show?
Yeah, we were there.
I remember now.
We were there.
Oh,
And
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was an awful show.
Try
I don't think
getting to the
so.
venue and having to tell Jim Cornette that Joey Ryan was wrestling.
Oh man, that's painful.
Yeah, Jim Cornette never knew before he got there that Joey Ryan was
Oh,
there.
that's insane.
Yeah,
That's great.
could you imagine doing that? What was the show called? State of Emergency.
Yes, yes.
WCPW State of Emergency. The show was
I had a
called.
great time
That was
with
fun.
show.
But we left before it ended.
What the problems were endless that show. You couldn't hear the speakers from the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Because
yeah.
there was a mother's yoga class going on. It was like you can't have the music loud. The crowd can go insane, but the music can't be any louder.
That's funny.
Like,
I'll tell you when the crowd did go insane.
when you
Yeah. Yeah, we marked out huge for that.
That was awesome.
Anyway, so we were at this show, and every time there was a 2 count, we would go sweet. And I don't know if people had never heard that before. If we imported that from Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and then by the end of WrestleMania weekend, every 2 count had a sweet.
When was that? That was like
That was
2017,
the one in
wasn't
Orlando.
it? Yeah,
The one in Orlando.
2017. Yeah.
2017.
What else is it to do with that too sweet thing? There's got to be more stuff.
Yeah, it's just too
The
much
gesture, the chants, Is there more? Am I just making things up? I don't think there is any more.
It feels very forced and unnatural now every time it's done. It's not just like a quick like bump or something like that. Now it's like,
And you know what gets me going? It's when Triple H comes out and starts doing it.
oh,
Yeah.
Look at me! I'm 49 years. I don't know how
know.
old he is, but I'm cool like you kids.
Yeah,
I'm
49's
down with
close.
you. I understand all your problems.
It's
and issues
1995 again, backstage,
Yeah.
and we're dropping.
I'm your cool dad.
What did X-Pac call it? The Turkish Wolf, because it was like the Turkish Mafia was
Yeah.
is their hand sign.
Yeah. That's a Triple H. I agree. It's
Oh, awesome! Yeah!
The 2 sweet chanters gone to hell.
Yeah.
Don't like it? Don't like the call?
No.
Tough.
I think it's terrible.
Tough.
Too sweet. Too sweet.
Oh!
Come on.
Oh man, don't do it. It went to hell.
Come
on.
It went to hell.
Oh no, I
Don't
can't
do it. It
do
went
it.
to hell. No. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, too sweet me bro is one of the worst sentences in the language of humans. I've had 3 beers.
I'm glad you're on board with this, Ross.
yeah.
We're gonna change the world now.
It's just my awkward self, just when I stand there and go, ooh.
I can't think about doing it and not feel self-conscious.
Yeah, I feel a bit, ooh.
Yeah.
So there we are. What did that end on? We got 2 out? 2 out? 1 in?
4 out of 5. 4 out of
4 out of
5.
5. 1
80%.
didn't go in. How does it feel to be in the very small minority of people
I'm
who
totally
didn't
cool
get
with
5
that.
out
I
of 5?
went to this thinking that I would maybe get 4 out of 5, and I was gonna be happy with that because I'm looking out for you. I don't want the comments
My
saying,
integrity's sake. Eh?
Oh, like the comments saying, "Oh well, here's Ross letting another 5 arguments pass by without any rebuttal." So I'm happy one of mine didn't get through.
And there we have it. As long as you're happy at home, that's all that
totally
matters,
happy.
children. Thank you very much for watching us here today. I've been Ross from Cultaholic.com. He has been Larson. Do you have anything to plug? Down the side camera there.
YouTube.com/Stephen Larson. On Twitter, it's @Stephen Larson, and I'm @Joy Bearding Me individually.
Twitter, what?
What?
Twitter, Steve Larson.
@Stephen Larson. What?
Never look at that account.
Oh, sorry. @Real Going and Raw.
Going in
I've had
Raw
a couple
Twitter.
beers too. Sorry. This course, oof.
It's delightful, isn't it?
It's strong. Was it?
There's a
4%?
shop over the road from this hotel, right? A 40-foot wall.
I was out in the sun too today, so.
You're not ginger skinned like me. though. I've got awful bad ginger skin. Anyway, less of my ginger skin. That's the end. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a lovely time
Yeah.
doing whatever you're doing.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow us on Twitter @Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. And if you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe and join us.